I made mistakes. I was young.
You make a right turn from the left lane. That's a mistake.
Prostitution and drug dealing?
I was broke. It's an escort service, not sex for money.
No, drugs for money.
Can we tie something down here? The night Mr. Foster disappeared.
I told him. All of it. The drugs, everything.
You were at rehearsal.
I guess. 5 years ago. I've lived a lifetime since then.
Mr. Wallace was with you that night?
He probably would have been.
He was not with Mr. Foster, looking for new investors?
Your production. We heard they were cracking open the piggy banks for it.
They were running out of money.
What Josh and Gary never told me. Maybe... I know that week he was seeing a woman named Marilee Katz. She books charity parties.
They were running out of money. Why do you think they came to me?
You don't look like a banker.
Theater charity parties, Detective. You don't need a banker. I take your show to the United Way for their annual benefit. They fill your entire theater.
Did you sell tickets for Bleak House?
Do I look like I'm crazy? I don't book a show if I don't think it's gonna open. I mean, everybody knew that show was in financial trouble.
The night you talked to Wallace, you want to open your diary now and tell us when he was here?
The IRS, they tell you 7 years. After 2 field audits. I keep my diaries forever. Gary Wallace, he produced more dogs than a mongrel in heat. Do you really think that Gary could have done? I mean, whoever killed Josh Foster, it wouldn't have been somebody like Gary.
The time he was here, please, ma'am. Thank you.
Sorry. I saw him 6 p.m., had a dinner reservation to Novi's in the Village. 8 p.m. Had to be out of here by 7.
Joshua was so innocent, you wanted to make sure he wore his overcoat in the winter.
He didn't wear it when he was shot.
I didn't see him that night.
And Mr. Wallace?
Gary wouldn't kill Josh. It was that, driver, what's his name? I mean, he was like out of a gangster movie.
You know about gangsters. Drug-dealing gangsters.
I dealt drugs because I was poor.
The night Mr. Foster disappeared, you told police that you were in rehearsal.
We can't find anyone who saw you there before 9 o'clock.
This Lloyd, whatever his name is, he killed the man I was gonna marry. And I didn't come here to be accused.
Lloyd Dana calls me, says Leslie wants to move 70, 80 pounds of coke.
She tell you why?
She wants to buy into this show, get this fat man Foster off her back. Says if she owns a piece of it, she can get rid of him.
Call Cerreta and Logan.
You know, there's a lesson in this. Never fall in love with an actress.
Rex Harrison said it. They never stop acting.
Miss Hart. Leslie Hart, you're under arrest for the murder of Joshua Foster.
Is this some kind of a joke?
A sketch for your new show. Will you put some cuffs on her and get her in the car?
Hands behind your back, please.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
Leslie and me, when we were younger, we sold some drugs together.
Now, on this occasion, 5 years ago, when Miss Hart asked you to purchase cocaine, did she tell you why?
Objection. Calls for hearsay.
Overruled. Utterance in furtherance of the conspiracy. Mr. Ketchum?
Some people had fronted us some coke. She wanted to put some of her own money in the show.
Otherwise, she'd have to marry this fat slob to get anything.
When the narcotics were delivered, did Mr. Foster say anything to you?
He was nervous, shaken. I think this jerk doesn't know cocaine from shoe polish. He's watching Leslie unload the trunk, and he says real loud, "She's beautiful, isn't she? But if she did anything to hurt me, I'd call the cops on her."
Did Miss Hart hear what he said?
She heard, and she didn't like it at all.
Mr. Ketchum, did you recommend that Miss Hart hire Mr. Danner as a driver?
She wanted muscle. She said you never knew, might come in handy.
Thank you. No further questions.
paid Mr. Danner's salary?
As far as I know, Wallace.
So Miss Hart never hired him?
No, not really, no.
Mr. Ketchum, this federal indictment, in your plea bargain, you agreed to how many years in prison?
9 years.
What was the maximum sentence?
30 years, give or take.
You saved yourself 21 years. Is that an inducement to tell the truth?
Objection?
Withdrawn. I have no questions of this witness.
Have you ever seen the defendant, Gary Wallace, before today?
About a year ago, in the visitor's room when Dana Moore came to see Lloyd.
What was Mr. Danner's mood after that visit?
Lloyd went nuts. He said they knew he was up for parole, and they were talking about that he better watch his back and not talk about the fat man if he got out.
Thank you. No further questions.
Mr. Pollard, what crime did you commit that put you behind bars?
Dope dealing.
Is that all? Was there an assault conviction for beating up a 56-year-old woman?
That was my sister-in-law.
Well, that certainly makes it acceptable. No further questions.
I waited for Josh to show up. He said that they'd be there with a new investor.
At this rehearsal, were either Mr. Wallace or Miss Hart present?
Mr. Wallace, he said that he would be there about 8. He got there about 9:30, and Leslie showed up about a half an hour later.
Now, this conversation with Mr. Foster, when you told him that Mr. Wallace and Miss Hart were not romantically involved, did he say anything?
He said he thought I was lying.
Thank you.
Mr. Highland, were you ever romantically involved with Leslie Hart?
Briefly, in college.
Did you ask Miss Hart to marry you?
Yes, I did, but...
Were you jealous of her other relationships? Did you speak of your jealousy in front of other people? Are you testifying today out of anger?
No. I was over her.
Thank you. No more questions.
A spurned lover. Wonderful.
You didn't tell us.
And 2 dope dealers. Better.
This isn't the style page of the New York Times, Adam.
Yeah.
Scummy case, you get scummy witnesses.
Right.
What if I offer a Hartman, too?
Offer whatever you want. Dinner in the Rainbow Room, round trip ticket to Paris. If I were her, I'll wait for the jury.
Hart rolls, Wallace takes the plea, we can all go home.
Yeah, maybe not. If you don't put Wallace or Hart next to the gun, forget a conviction.
Conspiracy 2, she testifies Wallace paid the driver to kill Foster.
Miss Hart, I must be dumb. You dealt the drugs, you got the money, but Wallace gave the order?
It was Gary's idea. I loved Josh. I was a kid, for God's sake.
You loved him, but you didn't call the police.
I was afraid they'd kill me, too.
Danner was afraid you killed him. You're afraid he'd kill you? I think you're confusing fear with greed. Manslaughter 1.
Mr. Wallace smells bad to that jury, not my client. Conspiracy 1.
Maybe Wallace has a better story.
Whose story the jury gonna believe?
Mine.